graph the equations below. Alright, good stuff here. So what we're going to do is, these are easiest to do by finding the intercepts. So I'm going to do that here. I'm going to zoom in a bit. So x, y, we have 0 for the x, 0 for the y. So if I plug in a 0 for the x, that's like 3 times 0, which basically disappears because that's just 0. So I'm solving this equation. 4y equals negative 12. So that's a negative 3. Alright, and if there we go. If I plug in a 0 for the y, it essentially eliminates that because anything times 0 is 0. So 3x equals negative 12 gives me a negative 4 for the x. Now I plot these 2 points. 0, negative 3, and negative 4, 0. And line's not great, but you can see where the dots are. X equals 3. So here's your special case. You got to know that x equals and y equals equations. You have to know that an x equals equation is an undefined slope, which means it's a vertical line at x equals 3. Alright, just throwing an extra little tidbit here. If we had like y equals negative 2, that's a slope of 0. Or if I tell you the slope is 0, you know it's a y equals equation. And then it would be a horizontal line. Okay, that was topic 5, part 2. If you need to rewatch that video. Alright, graphing this guy. This is topic 5, part 1, I think. Start with the y-intercept. So that would be a negative 1. And then from the point on your graph, you're going to use this slope. So this says down 2 and right 3. So down 2, right 3, that's another point. If I continue the pattern, I'm off my paper, but continue the pattern in both directions. That is done correctly. All right, write the equation of the line in slope-intercept form. So if they give you the slope and intercept, well, that should be like the easiest thing in the universe. You're just going to do y equals negative 1x plus 0. And if you want to make it look like you know what you're doing, right, y equals negative x. Use these 2 points. Alright, so now there's 2 ways, as I said. Use the point slope form way, or you can use the finding the y-intercept, finding the b way. I'm going to do whichever way is easiest, which is using the y minus y1, I'll write it up there, using the y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, which will then, I'll plug in the numbers, but first I need the slope. So I get 9 minus 3 over negative 4 minus 1, which gives me 6 over 5. So that's a little cumbersome and in my way. Actually, that should be a negative 5. Right? Oh, no, my bad. Minus 1 is plus, so that should be negative 3, which gives me a slope of negative 2. So give myself a little more room. So my slope is negative 2, and now I'm just going to plug in one of the points. Gives me y minus 3 equals negative 2 times x plus 1. Now I got to distribute because it asked for it in slope-intercept form. So y minus 3 equals negative 2x minus 2. Add the 3, and I get y equals negative 2x plus 1 is the equation for that line.